There were two main ways that we created a sense of urgency. The first was through the use of data. We were looking at major increases in diabetes rates in the next 20 years, and we were able to convert that into sound bites and explain that major employers in Peel were going to be dealing with employees who either had diabetes or had a family member who had diabetes. The second way we created urgency was by focusing on leaders first and convincing them that success on built environment and the food environment had occurred in other jurisdictions. The other strategy we used to convince decision makers that we could make a difference in our built environment or food environment here in Peel was to bring their peers from another jurisdiction, specifically New York City. So the Commissioner of Planning for New York City came and spoke to a couple hundred of our community leaders, along with his peers in health and urban design. That created an inspiration for our community as a group, and that memory and commitment to make changes locally, as they had done in New York, continued on throughout the life of the program. The best available research that we had showed that individual or direct programming can be effective, but alone it is not as effective as you could be if you added policy change or changes to the environment within which the programming occurs. So we wanted to obviously have an effect population-wide because we had these rates of diabetes that were going to be occurring across our whole population. And we knew that we couldn't do it alone, that we needed to have partners in other departments and other disciplines, and that meant reaching beyond an individual approach. I think a main strategy to bring non-health partners on board was to find shared agendas. And the way we found shared agendas within our own organization was to look at the policy that other departments wanted to change and that we wanted to change as well. So, for example, there was a need to update the cafeteria food services RFP. There was an interest in changing the way that we reached out to vendors for the design of affordable housing so that it was more active. And once those successes were realized, it was important to make sure that the profiling of that success was done by a non-health partner. So we would prepare slides and speaking notes, but we would make sure that the non-health partner was the one presenting at a conference or presenting to a senior management group, because it did two things. One would have that partner feel proud of the success that they'd realized, and it also became a commercial to their field that working with health was going to be a successful venture, and that the profile for that success would be shared with them.